Well, you know, I had to be related to him for like 24 or so years. I couldn't ask for a brother. You know, I've been thinking, trying to come up with some funny story, something humorous, and you know, at the end of the day, my brother means the world to me, and all I could ask for is for him to find the most amazing woman he could ever ask for, and more. And let's face it, all Willmarths always marry up as best they can. We never deserve the woman we married, but you know what? My brother busts his ass. He does everything he can. He deserves this. Everything he's done, everything he's worked for. His sole goal in life is just to be a happy husband, a happy father. At the end of the day, it's all I could ever ask for. And he means the world to me. It's just amazing to see him happy on the best day of his life. And to be married to the best woman he could ever marry. We couldn't ask for a better family to be joined with. I mean, the Dellingers or any other family out there that has a different name. I don't know everyone's last name, but there's a lot of them. But it means the world to me that we can have so many awesome families join together and just be happy and supportive on their most amazing day. And I just appreciate everyone coming out and celebrating. So, on that note, I want everyone to raise their glass and give a big cheers for Chris and Becci Willmarth.
Okay, I'll make this short and sweet. Short and sweet. Number 1, doesn't the bride look stunning? She is beautiful, and those guys clean up a little well too.
Oh, they're ugly. Yeah.
Anyway, Becci and I have actually only been friends for a few years. And it's kind of amazing because I feel like we've been friends for about 20. And she is one of the most amazing, supportive, kind, caring. I should move this along. Anyway, Becci, love her, good friends. Just a few years, she's amazing, and her daughter's walking. And it is not because of our incessant love of our dogs or Bud Light Lime that we became friends. It has helped, but that is not all. Anyway, I love you guys. Chris, you are an amazing man to capture this girl's heart. And if you have it, you're going to have it forever.
Lucky.
And you're lucky.
Yeah, Willmarth way!
Because she is amazing. Congratulations to you both. I wish nothing but the best, and I love you guys to death. And congratulations to Chris and Becci.
Sorry.
Yes, she did. So there was
So I'm on? I'm not sure I can follow this.
Delly.
That's what I say. Congratulations, Mom and Daddy. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of my wife Susan and I'd like to welcome you all here to celebrate the marriage of our daughter, Rebecca, Sue, and Christopher Willmarth. He's scared to death of me right now. Oh, good. I have a big speech, so bear with me. I'd like to welcome all of Chris's family as well as all our relatives and friends. I know many of you have traveled to be here, and thank you for coming to help celebrate this very special day. And Nathan, I think you were the farthest, and we really appreciate you making the trip out here for your very special friend, Becci. I know she's really thinks a lot of you. I don't see Nathan. Anyway. Rebecca Sue. Becci is a loving and giving person, as I think everybody here knows. She's also a very adventurous person. She's my hunter and fisherman, and she loves to camp and participate in any activities. She's kind of our daredevil. And if you haven't noticed, our granddaughter is pretty much the same, same person. Which brings me to Chris. Chris brings a learning desire to be a hunter, a fisherman. and he is learning to love camping. Chris is keen to try a lot of different activities. And you know, I've had him on skis, kneeboards, wakeboard, tubing, and he goes until he either masters what he's doing or he's completely exhausted. Chris, every father hopes your daughter will find a reliable and sensible and considerate partner. You always hope your children will make the right choices in life. Chris, Becci has chosen you. So, along with Chris, you know, we also get an additional family. And we have our Elizabeth Susan here, who scares the crap out of us because she's so much like Becci. And then we have Garrett and Brendan, who are children from a previous marriage. Can I have Garrett and Brendan? Where's Garrett and Brendan? Can you come up here? Come on, boys. Come on.
Look how handsome they are.
Yeah, look at that. Two handsome boys. They're great kids, and you know, we want to welcome you into our family. And you know, as far as I'm concerned, you are family. I got a big appreciation for you. Yeah, this is a token of our love and appreciation for you two. And, you know, we're looking forward to getting to know you a lot better and being part of it. Yeah. And I have not given him any ammunition yet. So, thank you.
Sit down.
Okay. You know, we've gotten to know Chris over the last several years, and he has a favorite saying, especially when he's taking a lot of verbal abuse from me, mainly, but from all of us, playing cards and whatever, but I'm a man! chest and sometimes you refer to his gorilla-type body. At this time, you know, I would like to give Chris a challenge of what a real man is. And here's a short article from Dennis Rainey that I think is great. It's a simple mandate for what a man is spelled out in the Bible. What a man is according to the Bible. Key Bible verse. Husbands ought to love their wives as they love their own bodies. For a man who loves his wife actually shows love for himself. It's Ephesians 5:28. Dennis Rainey states that he began looking through the scriptures, focusing on passages that talk about men and manhood, and he discovered 5 prevailing themes. A man controls his passions. Whether single or married, a real man tames his passions. He's not a jerk, defined by his exploits below the waist. He's a man with a heart, head, conscience. A man provides for his family. I find that most men feel a natural sense of responsibility in this area, but providing also means taking responsibility to providing for emotional and spiritual needs. A man protects his family. Being a protector calls for more than ensuring physical safety. Proverbs 4:10-15 describes a man who protects his son by passing on wisdom. A man serves and leads his family. A man is called to be a servant leader, to take responsibility for his wife and children, and to put their needs ahead of his own. He is called to demonstrate selflessness, sacrificial love, the type of love we see in God toward his children. A man follows God's design for true masculinity. The man who walks humbly with God is motivated and empowered to step up and assume the difficult responsibilities that come his way. A real man demands respect. This man means he is honest. He knows being straightforward and upright is the right thing to do. This means he is faithful and respectful when it comes to managing his relationships, both personal and business. Look inside yourself and ask, would I want someone else doing that to me? A man never steals, even if he is desperate. A desperate man learns to ask others to help instead of helping himself to something he is not entitled to. A man helps others in need. He knows when others are down on their luck and needs a helping hand. A man trusts his friends, spouse, and family. He follows through with what he says he'll do and expects others to do the same. A man never lies to himself or others. He develops a conscience that gives him good feedback and allows him to be comfortable with the truth, even if it hurts. He's on the level. He's able to keep his cool in moments of stress and bends without breaking in the face of adversity and dire circumstances. He can admit mistakes and say he's sorry. There is nothing wrong with making a mistake. Only the insecure men think that making a mistake is bad. Confident men know when they are wrong and aren't afraid to admit it. A man learns from his mistakes. A real man protects. This means he is present. He is there for his spouse, children, family, and friends. He supports the right way and does not enable unhealthy behavior. A real man loves his family and therefore wants to protect them from harm. This does not have to involve fighting anyone. A man treats women with respect. If you don't respect women, you are not a man, period. A man understands that happiness lies in helping others, not helping himself. You can depend on a man. A real man takes responsibility for his actions. This means men honor their commitments, accept their duties, and are accountable for their actions. Men clean up after themselves, figuratively and literally. Men know that anyone can father a baby, but only a man who understands and accepts responsibility can be a good father. A man will refuse to make anyone do anything they themselves are unwilling to do. As a result, they appreciate the difficulty and risk other people take on their behalf. A man learns to make sacrifices for the people they love and care about. A man has integrity. Integrity is doing the right thing for the right reason, even when no one is watching. Chris, all I ask is that you take care of Becky and your family and provide the best for all of you. And I know you're on your way to being this real man. But like the rest of us, we have a long ways to go. But we want to be with you and work with you and love you. Because Becky loves you, and we really accept you into this family. At this time, I'm going to ask my friend Paul to stay listening to you guys before we have to go.
All right, let's pray. Heavenly Father, what a joy to see the love that Becky and Chris have for each other. And as they really cement the bond of this relationship today, we ask your blessing on them, on Brandon and Garrett and Ellie, and just all the struggles that will come, Lord. We just ask for your protection. Pray that those will push them together and not drive a wedge between them. And just ask that you preserve this day in their memory to help them through the tough times. And thank you for bringing them together and for the love they share. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Paul. And thank you both for, we've had a couple of good years going, and we have a bright future ahead. I do enjoy hunting and fishing. And you notice, Chris, I did not say any of those embarrassing stories that I was going to tell. I have a few if anybody wants to hear them. But I've gone on and on. So here's to Becky and Chris. We love them.